I'm seeing some flickering here, which I don't even like. It's even becoming unbearable. So the next question is the mean of 2 minus t, 4 plus t, 3 minus 2t, and 2t whatever is dash. Mean is just adding all the numbers together. Let me start the time. And if you do that quickly, you are going to have, I think I'm having a loading error. Please pause the video. So continuation, we are solving this. Then, like I said, it's a simple question. Mean is adding all the numbers. I'm adding the numbers. Was 2 plus 4, 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 2, 11. Then I have 11. 4, 2 plus 4, 6. 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 2, 11. 11 minus 1. That is 12. And the t is now minus t plus 2 cancel minus 2t. T plus t is 2t. So every t has gone. Divided by, there are 6 sets of number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5 or 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm having 12 over 5. I'll count again. 2 minus t, 2 plus 4, 6. Plus 3, 9, 9 plus 12, 11. 11 minus 1 is 10. That is where the mistake comes from. That's 10. And if you have 10 over 5, which is 2, there's nothing to solve here. That's because we are doing speed solution. Admin the next question. Please follow my lead. Next question, please. Just leave your arrow down there. So thank you very much. The next one is we have a timer. I start with this. I don't know which question is this I'm seeing on the screen. In a regular pentagon ABCDE, AC intersect BD and F, calculate CBD. This is just a question of diagram. I never even imagined there's a question of this nature in this set of questions. Just draw a pentagon is a waste of time because all questions should be Post-Utme question. Drawing a pentagon and all this thing is not what you see regularly in Post-Utme. So I expect question of Post-Utme to be picked. So this is a pentagon. It's just a waste of time, to be honest. This is a pentagon. This was not part of that's pentagon. I don't know what is going on there. So ABCD, AC intersect ABCD, ABC. So let me just say ABC. I want a side that will face each other. That's what I'm trying to look into. All these are waste of time. You can't see this in Post-Utme, that's the truth. And just to solve for you guys, it's a waste of time, to be honest. A, B, C, D, E. So we have AC intersect BD, AC, BD. AC intersect BD. AC. Trying to show you guys how to come about. What will just leave you with it? I think it's the app that is very slow. Because I'm not supposed to be having an issue between this areas. Okay, that's completing AC. I don't know what is wrong with this thing to do. That's why I said it's not a Post-Utme, it's just a waste of time, to be honest. AC intersect BD. BD, I don't want to waste my time at all. It's BD. You know why? I don't know why this question is coming. You ask for Post-Utme, not what you waste a lot of time. Wasting 5 minutes on one question is not what I like at all. So that's AC intersect BD at F, and this is F. That's the kind of intersection. So far as the pentagon, my dear student, apologies. I hate questions that are irrelevant, to be honest. So that is why I'm not that a fan of. You can't see this in any Post-Utme. It's just a waste of time. But for you to know how to solve it, that's what I'm doing. Is the pentagon has 5 sides, and I've drawn that out. Each of the angles are going to be. How do I know each of the angles? 180 minus 2. Imagine I'm doing one question. I'm using 10 minutes, and I have about 40 or 50 questions from one. So it's very wrong 5 minus 2 is 3. So that's 540. 3 times 180 is 540. Divided by 5. Each of them will be 108, I guess. 1083. That's why I know that each of these points of intersection is 108 degrees. And this is 108. Everything is 108 and 108. Write that one outside. You know it's 108 inside. I just want to see the base of the triangle. Because this is bisecting this angle at this point. So it makes this angle here and this angle here to be the angle bisector, the way we call it. So in mathematics. So my point is, if this is 108, you are looking for CBD. I see CBD, this simple angle. So like I said, because of angle bisector, you don't need to waste your time. So CBD, if this angle is 108, CBD from here, angle in triangle is 180. So you can just say to know, because of angle bisector, I said the line here and the line here are equal, and you have to get the mean angle in triangle. Triangle is 180 minus 108. I think that one is 72, if I'm not mistaken. And there are two other angles which are equal. 72 divided by 2, which is 36 degrees. Just for one question, wasting a number of our time on single question. Please admit, if you are picking questions, pick questions that is reasonable, not what you waste time. We are doing Post-Utme questions. And at least I told you guys, you should be careful about this diagram question. This is irrelevant. If you are taking concept and be picking the next question, please. Next one. Now the next question is integrate sine 5x minus. These are what you see in Post-Utme. Nobody's wasting your time to be doing one stuff that is not needed. So that's how we do directly. We've done this many times. The solution to this will be sine is negative cosine x, then minus, add 1 to the power. So 5 over 5x raised to power 3 over 3 plus the k or plus the c. So that's what you are going to look for. I think that's none of this option, but should be 3 here and should be minus cos there. So just note that none of the option is correct. You can correct this one. I know you know, guys, you know how to solve this type of question. Next one is also to compensate the time we have missed. Sorry. So please, next question. The next question is calculator question. I don't know why calculator is not here already. Will I be waiting? Please, the next question, maybe you just asterisk this, use of calculator to get it. Next question, I don't have time. This is speed solution. A lot of things I want to do. All these are what I expect you guys that you have been here to have done. Bring calculator, let me know what I'm doing. So next question is we have to find the YDS. I think we've also solved all this one. We've done a lot about all these type of questions. So to see it properly, just y prime or the YDS, we've done questions like this. This comes with back. Remove 1 from the power plus this comes to the back, remove 1 from the power. Constant is 0, this one is 6, and this is something you look for. So one answer will be right there. I don't know the right answer, or you can picture it out yourself. I think it's D. And talk about, just wait for this one to come up. Talk about the next question. The next one, please. It is a speed solution something, so I don't expect what is not. So the next one is to simplify this, that is to just a waste of time. Now, in Post-Utme, you add this, this. When I'm talking about this Post-Utme question is because let us solve what students are going to do. They are going to, you can't see this in Post-Utme. That's the truth. It is not done. Now, this is 3 over 4, 1 over whatever you are doing. Do bracket first. Order of operation. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So 1 over 7 times whatever is 1 over 7 multiplied by 7 over 2. This is 1 over 2, which we cut. So you do division next. 1 over 2 divided by, pick questions that ask you to pick, not the one you want to pick. 1 over 2 times 4 over 3. And this is 2 here 1, 2 here 2, that's 2 over 3. So you are subtracting 1 minus 2 over 3, which is the last one. 1 over 3. If you don't know how to get that, you can go with LCM. And this is 3 minus 2. And that is how I come about it. So the next one. And the next question says, if a car travels 120 kilometers in 45 hours on 45 liters, that was the one for my previous stuff. For 45 liters, I'll start again. Then 120 is 45. Then how much petrol is needed for 600? How many 120 can you see 600? That's just what you need. How many times can 120 go in? That's 5 times. So 45 times 5. I hope students understand my sense of what the way I'm actually thinking around these things. So a simple question, if 120 require 45, now say 600 will require maybe 1, and you go with that, but it's just a waste of time. So here you can just, how many times can 120, that is like 1:5. 1 is 5. 5 times 45. That is 225 liters. That would be the right answer to that. Next question. Admit please. Hello. Just hold on. Next please. Thank you very much. Admit this just derivation. I think it's derivation question, whatever we have here. So about this one, the same thing, the YDS. We've talked about this time and time again. So we can say solution to this is also y prime is equals to the same way, 3 3s are 9. 3 times 3 is not 6, but 9. 9x, remove 1 from that power. And 2 3s are 6. 6x, remove 1 from the power, plus 3, the one that doesn't have anything, constant is 0. So you look for this as your answer. I don't think that one should be a problem. I think that one should be what everybody will solve for it. Next question, please. Thank you. Because I'm actually doing speech solution. That is why I am like this. Apologies if I'm rushing. I have to finish all those questions. And I want them to be what you are going to see, not what is not going to be said. So the next question, I don't know if I started the timer. So this one I'm also going to look for speed solution. These are the points, -1 and 4. So we can say x, we reverse the point, plus 1. Then x plus 4, x minus 4. So I hope you understand from the quadratic graph. The area is shaded above. So that means that x is less than 0. And just you can put equals if you don't know how to do that. So the logic we use, okay, is a thick line. So it should be something like this. So what you just do directly is just substitute. The lower number follow the sign. The upper number follow the reverse sign. This is the lower number. This is the lower number. This is the lower number. That's because minus 4 is lower than 1. You all know. So we say x minus 4 is less than or equals to 0. Or x plus 1 is greater than or equals to 1. You know the answer from here. So you can combine x is less than or equals to 4. Or x is greater than or equals to -1. Something like this. So when you interchange this one, it's saying that -1 is less than or equals to x, which is less than or equals to 4. Now predict that. So I think s is greater than -1 but less than 4. I think this is the option, and I think I was able to meet up with the answer with the time, and we move to the next one. My dear admin, next question. Thank you and God bless you. It's integrate. Don't make mistaken integration for differentiation, because if you do that, you are going to find yourself in soup. We've done this one too. You see, when we integrate sine s, it must give us negative cos s. You still remember, sine s is for integration, it's negative cosine of s directly. Then when you do that one, I think we did something like this now. The same question is repeating itself. Inconsistency from my being yet again. That I was correcting something like this. This next question. Next one. Thank you. It's the same question again. Next, please. Same question yet again. Thank you very much. Now, this is the next question, guys. I have to stop this one and start again. So now, for this one, we have if n is equals to p over 2 upon bracket t1 minus t2. We have to find p when n is 12, t1 is 27, and t2. I'll just do that. My way of solving, you guys are not new to my class. Now you are now becoming hero, small. So substituting value, n is 12, I put it outside. Should I show you? There are things you can do without p over 2. I think it's that p you are looking for. You can write p over 2. Do this one without calculator. 27 is T1 minus 24. That is 3. What do you know? 24p is equals to 3p. As you can see. I hope I didn't make mistake. Oh, wow, I've seen the mistake. 27 minus 24 is 3. 3 over, you can see, it's 3 over T1 as a T1. A T1 which is 27. You can see that. If you want to do something, you can say 3n1, 3n9. You don't want to make any mistake. There is a time. So I have to be fast. So 18 times 12 is p. P is 18 times 12. Even if you don't know 18 times 12, you look at the option. The option will help you. 18 times 12 is 216. So you pick 216 there. Next, my dear admin. Thank you very much. But before I do that, I'm going to start my timer as usual. So now, for this one, we have from the stuff or whatever, we have to from the cyclic quadrilateral above, we have to find TVS. Where is TVS? All these are not Post-Utme questions, but for the sake of knowledge, but you don't need them. Solution is TVS. TVS. I hope you can see. This guy is you can look at a kind of theorem. If you don't know, you can learn. The stereo angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equals to opposite integral. So this guy is 100. So to complete that 100, this guy will be 20. And on time, you have to be fast. So if that guy is 20, that's one side. Opposite angle must be equal 100, and you expect this one also to follow the same suit. So which am I looking for? Cyclic quadrilateral. So I just need to see something. Okay, angle at the same segment. Look. So if this guy is 20, this guy is also 20. Angle at the same segment. So 20, I'm coming to which one with TVS. And see 20, 100, and the remaining angle is what? 80. That's one angle at the same segment. So angle at the same segment, look. 80. See, 100 plus 20 plus what will give you 180. 120 plus, I said it's 80, 120 plus 60, sorry, equals to 180. Sorry guys. Then x is equals to 60. So 60 is the answer. And not that. What I did was angle at the same segment. 100, 120 here, 20. Angle at the same segment are equal. So 100 plus 20, 120. So 120 plus 1 will give you 180. I have that. Next, please. Next question. Thank you. Same concept, the same, more like the same place. So more of the same place. We can also use the same set of way to solve it. Angle at the same segment will come to your mind. The opposite angle of a cyclic quadrilateral are 180. So if this guy is 110, the one facing here must be 70. So if I want to complete that, have I picked a 10? Maybe my time is going, but I don't mind. Understand is what I want. 110. This guy also must be 110. That means it remains 60. I never read what they asked me to calculate. That's just the first one. PRO, Public Relation Officer. PSP, R, O. PR, this one. That's what I'm looking for. System started this rubbish today. That's writing. Hopefully it will come up. Wow, this is what I hate the most. And time will soon finish now. So PRO, this is what I'm looking for. Nothing 110. Then I need to get this one. That's just the only thing. And I know that if this guy is 50, this guy is also 50. I talk about angle at the same segment now. So if this is y is also the angle here. The tangent angle are equal. 110 plus 50 is 160. I'm just showing for understanding sake. Plus y, which is the alphabet to use, must be 180. So all these things are irrelevant, to be honest. I mean, adjust your question type. So y is equals to 180 minus this is 170. That means there's a mistake somewhere. Because y here is equals to the, okay, is this angle I'm looking for, not this. I'm thinking I'm looking for that one. So I'm looking for this, then I don't need to tell myself y is what here? 20. If y is 20, this guy is 20. So I'm looking for this one. Let me call it S. Another triangle. You can see here is 110. Sorry guys, 110 plus 20 plus x. is equals to 180. I can do it faster than that. 130 plus x is 180. But I just want you guys to see it. So x is equals to is 130. 180 minus 130. So x answer is 50. Even directly I should have done that without wasting time. I'm going the same segment. Look at me, I'm even wasting my time. So far I know these guys to be 50. This guy and these guys are alternate angle. Alternate angle are equal. So I don't need to go extreme. X is equals to 50, which I didn't see. Sometimes it happens like that. But one thing is, if you know it to work, your answer will be correct. Next, please. It is a speed solution class, and I'm sorry. That is why I just want to be showing you now. You guys are now right to know how to solve questions without wasting time. So now we can say, for this one, we say solution is a speed solution class. Speed solution class. Factors of 18, T is a prime number. What is Q intersection? Q is always, intersection means common element. So I don't need to know. I means I must look for a number that is a prime number and also a factor of 18. 6 is not a prime number. Option is out. 9 is not a prime number. Option is out. 18 is not a prime number. Option is out. Only 2 and 3 are prime number. I don't need to solve anything. Speed solution, this is what I expect from you. And that is why my admin, they love to always be with me, because they know I'm full of this kind of short spots. So that's the answer to that. Next, please. Thank you very much. Now, we also stop this and start the timer with immediate effect. Now, this is an ogive, which is called cumulative frequency, is constructed using dash. Now, we have ogive graph. I've said that ogive is also math, cumulative frequency tape. It's a direct question. So admit this. Next, please. Sorry. Next question. Thank you very much. The next question says we should calculate the range of a set of numbers. Speed solution, nothing to waste time on. This is the lowest number. This is the highest number. So 34 plus 6. As range is always highest minus lowest. Minus are plus. And that is why we are taking that. Admin, next please. Thank you very much. Now, this is also a question on point and position. We start this. The question says we are to, the bar chart above shows the numbers of visitors received in a week. How many visitors will be received on Friday, Tuesdays, and Sunday? All about positioning and targeting. This is Friday, if you are with me. Friday is yeah, thank you very much. Now Friday is this. I'm not double clicking and this guy is double clicking. I'm supposed to make it other way around. That's Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Friday is more like 9. That's what I'm seeing from my, that's why I'm using that arrow. Then that will soon be off now. Right, let me just use my intuition. 9 plus, then Tuesday. Tuesday is this one. I think it is 5. Plus Sunday is 1. If I'm not mistaken, let me put that again. Friday is, I think it's 10. Tuesday is 5. Then Sunday is 1. I think this guy is 10. Maybe it's not properly drawn. So that's the only thing. Then you can adjust that. That's when you proceed to them, you don't see all these type of simple questions. They are simple, but because they won't draw it too well. That's why you don't see that. Next question. Next. The next question, we start with the time as usual, then we solve. Perimeter of the sector, solution, speed solution, because this is not just solution, is 2r plus length of arc. So 2 times radius here is 12. 2 times 12 are 24. Which one has 24? These two are cancelled out. So between these, length of arc is theta over 360. That's 60 over 360. Answer is in terms of pi. 2 pi times radius is 12. This is year 1, year 6. 2 year 1, year 3, 3 year 1, year 4. You have 4 pi. 24 plus 4 pi be the answer, and that is a speed solution. Next one, please. Thank you very much. Now, before we start that, we have to go with our timer and start that again. Now, about this, we have the table above shows the frequency distribution of marks obtained by a group of students. If the total marks is 48, find the value of y. So directly again, we've solved many questions. So now, you guys are now like bosses. When I say bosses, you know what I mean by that. You can solve this question. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 3 times 4 is 12, plus 4 times y is 4y. I'll give you the total, which is 48. I think it's simple for everybody. 20 minus 48. 48 minus 20 is 28. So y is 7 as 28 over 4. It's nothing but 7. So try C is correct. Next question, please. Thank you very much. Now, the next question, we have to start our timer yet again because we have to work everything with time. In the diagram, O is the center of circle. Thank you very much. What is the fraction of the shaded portion? Fraction of shaded portion. You can see this is a circle, 60 degrees. So 60 degrees, 60 degrees. Now, again, you need to be careful because this type of question can be tricky if you are not so good with concept. There is nothing to solve. You know, the whole circumference of the circle is 360 degrees. So only 60 over 360. So it's 1 over 6. Now, again, we need to be careful to know the angle very well because the diagram may not be drawn to scale. So in some cases, this is 60 degrees. Now, if you say this is 60 degrees, now why I took this 60, this is not the circumference of the circle. So we assume this guy is 60, this guy is 60. The angle between these two parts is 60. That's 1 over 6. And there are 2 of that is shaded. So I will go for 1 over 3. So the diagram is not drawn to scale, and those are the problem of this type of question. Next question, please. Excuse me. Next question, like I do say, I don't have time. It's a speed solution class. What these are? This previous one, don't worry, let's do it. Because I don't even know how many questions we have next. So this is going to be paused and start again. Then we have to simplify. Solution will be this. Simplify this times this, multiply whatever, divided by that. So just use your calculator. And if calculator is not given, it's just like trying to do a kind of standard form stuff. 2.6 times 10 power minus 2, 3.6 times 10 power minus 1, 6.9, then you cut. You now go with 26 times 36 divided by 69. So that is the way to do this. I don't have a calculator set here. But if I had, I would have loved to, but the answer is said to be in standard form. Let me just take my time to show you. If that will not waste my time. Hopefully it will not waste my time. So I just pray it will not waste my time. Oh wow, I have to sign it before I use Option, which I don't have time to sign it. So I'll use this one also as part of my course. As usual, you know the way I do them. Assignment. I don't have time. I'm not signing it to anything. My next question, I think, is the last question or what? Let me even know. It's too big. Don't worry, let's do this. Okay. I think we've done question like this the other time. The answer was 25. As part of our question when we started. So they said a number of pencils is shared with BC, Shola, and Tunde in the ratio of 2:3:5. I told you the first thing is the total ratio. The total ratio is the addition of all the ratio that is given. Now, apologies for this, it's loading. We just have to wait. Nowadays, I think there are too many something on the system. So you have to just add the ratio. And this is giving you 2. And if this is 10, BC got 5. BC is mentioned, I think the first person, the proportion 2/10 times the total number must give us what BC had. So that is the way we do ratio. Then from here we can say 1/5. So x/5 is 25, is 5. So x is equals to 5 times 5 from cross multiplication. And that is the way it is. So the next one is, by the way, we have the next question. So I don't think this is visible enough. Let me make it a little bit visible. Thank you very much. Now, the question here is, we have to simplify this. Let's use our knowledge of indices. I hope I am audible. Am I audible? Thank you. Now, this is indices law. This is raised to power. Admin should confirm that it's raised to power. So if we do the normal indices, this is like saying different ways. Some people will use this one, 3 raised to power 3, 1 over 3, to cancel out that. Minus, they will use 2 raised to power 3, multiply 2 over 3. And this one, because of 4, they will use 2 raised to power 4, 3 over 4. I hope you are hearing me. Multiply by 2. Some people will do it in terms of the roots law. When you have that square root of that raised to power 1, still same thing. This gets cancelled out. That is 3 minus. This gets cancelled out. That is 2 raised to power 2. That is 4. So you are looking for answer with negative. Only 2. Which one has 1? This is the answer. So to save time. You understand? But to finish it, 4 gets cancelled out. 2 raised to power 3. 2 raised to power 3 is 8 times 2 raised to power times 2. So none of the option is even correct because this is negative 1 over 16. I hope I didn't make mistake. 3 minus that's minus 4 minus 1 over 8 times 2. So 1 over minus 1 over 16 is the right answer. And 1 over 16 is the right answer. So that's question. So please note that that's the answer to the question. Next please. Thank you very much. Now, the question says you should find the median. To find median of this type of set, or this set of number, you have to start listing most of you. All I need is how many numbers are there. What frequency? 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 6 is 16. So now that I know 16 is the total number, I know the middle will be the 8th number. So that's just it. When I arrange them in ascending order, you can see the examiner started with 2 6 times. So the 8th number, because this is 16, 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3, 5, 4. That's 9 plus 6, 15. 15. So I make it 16 because I use summation f plus 1 over 2, or you say half of it. So 16 over 2 is the 8th number. 2 is appearing 6 times. So the next number, 3, will be the median. I hope you understand that logic. That logic is very good for this type of people. If you are a beginner, this is what you are expected to do. Apologies. So this is what you are. I think I have an electrostatic shock here. So here you have 2 is 6 times, and 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 is 2 times 3. If you are a beginner, you can use that. And 6 is 3 times 6, 6, 6, and 5 is 4 times 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So now which one will be at the middle? Is 3. You can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many number? I think it's 15. Then 6, 7. And from the front 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, that's the median, and that is how we come about that. The thing is, it's just by practice and by understanding some concepts. So when you understand the concept, all these things are very, very easy to do. So 3 will be the median. Look at the shortcut we used without listing anything. And these are things you have to learn here under the switch solution, because we are almost in there. Please, the next one there. Thank you. I think we've done something similar, maybe not the same, but similar. So far they are similar, but not the same. And I'm going to reduce this on my brush. I think what my brain is doing is that it's putting his hand. Please move your hand. Thank you. Let me do my thing. I can undo it. Bless you. It's now giving me what I want. I think the keyboard is down. Yeah. Sorry guys, I want to reduce this. And those are the things I hate. This thing is going back to the full stuff. I don't know why that is happening. This is too light. So the something now is the same concept like what we did. Length of arc is theta over 360 times 2 pi r. So directly we can just say solution solution is, I want to use this because this is better when I write. Solution is length of arc is, we've done a lot of questions on this, times 2 pi half. And see the handwriting is what you guys will love, I know. So it is now going to be length is equals to 30 over 360 multiplied by 2 times 22. Okay, answer is in terms of pi. And see, I always ask you to check option. Times radius is 12. Never forget to cancel. Here 1, here 10. 2 here 1, 2 here 5. I did not make mistake on anything. So that is 12 pi over 5 is the answer. Be the answer to the question. So I don't know why all this your question today is having some kind of stuff, and that's why I'm trying to check if I 2 pi radius is 12, answer is in centimeter, nothing to convert. This is very correct. The next one, please. Maybe it's area of the sector. The area of the sector will be 90. It is 9 pi. I think it's area of the sector, the options. All those options here are for area of sector. Next question, please. Or is that all? Admin? Integrate. Integrating this one directly, we can also do that with our timer, my dear students. Solution will be, direct solution will be this. So if we have reduce this stuff so that you have x cubed by x, that is 2x squared. 2x divided by x remain 2, which is now very easy for you. So this is 2x, add 1 to the power, divided by the power, plus put a constant to this, 2x, plus k. So something of this nature is what you are going to look for. Admin, kindly please move to the next question. Okay, now about the next question. The next question says, I start the timer. The next question says, we are to, if the mean of 4, y, 8, and 10 is 7, find y. Wow, get again. Let's just add 4 plus 8 is 12. Solution, summation fx over f. So the mean is 7. Summation of this one is 4 plus 8 is 10. 10 plus 4 plus 8 is 12. 12 plus 10 is 22 plus y. That's summation fx over summation f. How many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4. Over 4 numbers. So on cross multiplication, the answer is simple now. 28 is equals to 22 plus y. What do I know? If 28 is equals to 22 plus y, so y is 22 minus 28, and y is nothing but 6. So the answer to the question is 6. When this thing find it what? Ready to write, it will write. So it's 6. So sometimes like that, I'm used to this, so I know when it's hanging. So that's that. 6 is correct. Next question, please. When will I finish this question? That is why I keep on saying they should set all these things in a way that it will be very easy for teachers to, even the arrangement of the admin today is nothing to write home about. Thank God you know me, I will talk. I'll definitely talk. Derivative of this one, we've done something like this in similar type. Now you are getting there, so the direct solution will be equals to, oh, I didn't stop that format timer. Sorry. And that is for new one. So will be equals to the direct shortcut I told you is y prime will be the 2 on top will come and multiply when you differentiate what is in bracket. Don't waste time. Y prime is, let me just show you. So everything will not be shortcut. 2 times. When you differentiate what is here, it's only the 1 over 3. That constant will go. 1 by 3. Wow. Right? Then you have 1 over 3x plus 6. Repeat the bracket. And subtract 1 from the power, we put 1. So that's the way we do it. 2 times 1 is 2 over 3. Then bracket 1 over 3x plus. So you don't need to write the 1 because anything raised to power 1 is still that thing. And this is the y ds, which is also called y prime or d by ds. I think option similar to B. Let me off my timer and we roll to the next available question. The next one is, thank you. Now the next question is, in a school of 150 students, 80 offer French, while 60 offer Arabic, 20 offer Middle. How many students offer the both subjects? You don't need to draw Venn diagram, but if you are the type that you are used to trying to draw everything, you are writing an exam or you are in exam hall that nobody's marking anything. Understand what I mean by nobody's marking anything? What they are only about is getting the answer. So this one is just the way you were trained in school to actually draw Venn diagram for. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think it is important because I want to put S there. That is why I'm trying to make it. This is both. If that does not offer anything, 20. For those of you that you are used to writing everything the way it is, universal set, 150. This type of question are just questions. I didn't start this guy. Are just questions you can do without drawing anything. So 80 of our friends. So ordinary French will be 80 minus x. I hope you remember that. And this 60 will be 60 minus x. So your teacher will now tell you add everything together inside the Venn diagram, set it equal to universal, which is what you can just do, like saying 80 plus 60 plus 20. 80 plus 60 plus 20. That's 160. 160 minus 150. 10. Directly over here. Following this, you take x, this is the center one, plus 80 minus x, plus 60 minus, and never forget this one here, the stubborn one in the class, plus 20 is equals to 1. On simplification, you get the same thing. Anyhow you want to do it, it's always, and say this gets cancelled out, everything here is 160 minus x is equals to 150. You can see x is 10. And that is what we're talking about speed solution. No time to be solving all these stuff. Because if you are wasting your time solving all this stuff, my dear brothers and sisters, the time will not be enough. We still have other subjects we want to do. It is not only mathematics. So keep that at the back of your mind. That is why I keep on saying, be with us on this page. The next question now, the next question is question on GP. We start the timer. Now, about the timer, we have the question says, the second term of a GP is 8 by 9, and the sixth term is 4.5. 4.5 is the same thing as 9 over 2. I hope students know how to change that. Find a common ratio. We've done many questions on this. On a speed solution note, we say the second term of a GP is AR, and is equals to 8 over 9. The fifth term of a GP is AR5, and is equals to 9 over 2. To get R, you divide the equation, division. On division, I'm going to have this get cancelled out. R over 5 over, that's R over 4, R is power 4. And I divide 9 over 2 divided by 8 over 9. You can see divided by 8 over 9. I'm just showing you. This will flip, change, and whatever. Don't go and make silly mistake. Divided by 8 over 9 over 2 divided by 8 over 9. So this is it. 4 times 2 is 8 over 9, or 9 over 2 divided by 8 over 9. This will be 81, or you say 9 over 2 times 9 over 8. So it's like saying 81 over 16. Time is not on my side. Then R will be 4th root of 81 over 16. That is 3 over 2. 3 raised to power 4 is 81. 2 raised to power 4 is this. And that is that. About that, time is always not on my side. That is why I am doing this. And first 3 over 2. Choice B is correct. Admit on to the next one. Thank you very much. My admit today is a type of an admit that loves question on all this stuff. I think this is more direct. From the diagram above, find the value of measure of angle OTQ. OTQ, angle at the circumference. Angle at the center is 130, angle at the circumference will be half of that. So the direct solution is just 1 by 2 times 1/8. Nothing to solve but 65. Are we not told that yes, that should be the center of the circle? So nothing to solve. The next one. Sorry. Next question, please. Thank you very much. The next question says we should. I'm always using time, so you can see in the diagram above. I1 is parallel to I2. Find the value of PMT. PMT. This angle here, 2y plus 10. PMT. If this diagram is correct, PMT, the angle here, I can show you by drawing it for you again. The angle 2y plus 10, nothing to solve, is equals to 118. So the answer to the question is nothing but 118. Next question. Thank you very much. Now, next question starts the timer. The next question is also more of the same place. From the diagram, find the value of measure of angle ROP. ROP. A straight angle with side equilateral is equals to opposite angle. So nothing to solve yet again. Question answer. Next please. So guys, I will give you work to do. So I think just let me know when you are almost to 3 to the end of it. Thank you very much. My brain is giving me signal right on time. So this also we take from position and we solve this also with a speed solution method. The speed solution method is why we are here. You know, guys, we have to follow the speed solution method, and that is exactly what we are doing. The Venn diagram shows a class of 50 students with the games they play. How many students play? Only 2 games. Only 2 games. Only 2 games. 2 games. 2 games. Point of intersection 8. Let me just use an highlighter so that we won't wreak havoc. So this guy 8, this guy 3, this guy, and those one, that 2 there is not part, because 2 stands for those that play the 3. Just add 8 plus 4 plus 3, and I know everybody can actually do that. One is 100% sure. 8 plus 4 plus 3 is just what you want to do, and that is 15. Any problems, admin? Alright, so that is that. Let's stop the time right on it. So next one, the next question. Thank you, admin. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. So the question is this line there is parallel to the other line. This line here is parallel to this line. When lines are parallel, many times we've talked about it, their gradients are the same. If their gradients are the same, okay, if gradients are the same, so that means the gradient of this one, y equals to ms plus b, or y equals to ms plus c, anyone you are using. So the gradient of this one is the coefficient of this. So the first gradient here is 5. So definitely w, which is the gradient of this one, must also be 5. So that's the logic you have to use here. Nothing to solve. We are in a speed solution error, and that is that. We have 2 sets of questions left, right? So now maybe we should make that assignment. Next one, please. Let's see. So the first one, based on what I've solved, I think this one should also be easy for you. So this is an easy peasy something. So the first assignment, which is what I will ask, I'm waiting for this to come up. It should come up definitely. And timer, please come. Nothing to use time for again, because it's your time to solve this assignment. That's where I will start in the next class. The second one, I'm just giving you 2 today. Wow, this is bonus mark, and this is assignment 2. So, and you drop that. Next class, by the grace of God, we are going to see. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and don't worry, very soon we start the physics and chemistry for those doing physics and chemistry in the Post-Utme. See you guys soon. You have a wonderful time. Bye for now.